Hello, hello, and good morning, everyone. This is Melanie Sessa, and I'm here with my friend Maggie Carey. And I'm so excited for you to meet her today. I've been waiting to interview her. She is an amazing woman, and I'm going to give you her bio in a minute. But if we have not met before, my name is Melanie Sessa. I'm an online social media strategist, network marketing professional, and I help women over 40 to create online businesses. So what we're doing on our series, The Age of Abundance, is interviewing women who restarted a new passion over 40. And that is perfectly describes my friend Maggie. So welcome, Maggie. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks, Melanie. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So I want to give you all a little bit of Maggie's bio. She's pretty amazing. Maggie is the founder and CEO of MasterIT Media, and she's the editor of 5 Hamlet Hub editions. She has a BS in computer science with over 35 years of experience in IT, including 10 years in public relations. She educates businesses on how to gain the most promotion for less time and money. And Maggie is the 2018 Putnam County Service Network's Lyndon Busber Excellence in Communication Award recipients. Wow. And is she the area director of Armonk Brewster and Lower Westchester's chapters of MasterIT Media. Maggie is the author of Secrets to Saving Money Using Public Relations. And most importantly, she's married to her husband, Peter, for over 33 years and has 3 amazing adult children. Oh my gosh, you're amazing. So Maggie, again, thank you so much for coming. And I just want to dive right into who you are and what you do. But before that, I always like to give people a background of where you came from. We read your bio, but now that you're a master at media, you weren't always doing that. So what were you doing and why did you switch?
So it's a long, convoluted journey, but I have to tell you, I started, I'll go give you a little snippet from high school. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to perform on Broadway. That was my dream. My mother said, no, you need to make money. So that's when I ended up looking at computers. I had a knack for it. I got my degree. I worked in a variety of places. As an IT manager, as I was fixing computers, I was designing code, I was coding in punch cards. It's been a long journey from there. But basically, I moved from government to private industry, non-for-profits, and I was always working for people. And I found the thing that got me was it was one day. I don't know if you remember back in like 2001, there was an Anna Kournikova virus, and no matter, I put out warnings, don't open it, don't open it. Somebody opened it. I was there at work. I remember sitting in the server room trying to restore 10 servers at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had 3 little kids between the ages of 3 months and 6 months and 6 years old, right? At home, my husband is a retired police officer now, but was a police officer then, had to take time off to stay home and take care of the kids. And here I am, right, in this office, all alone, by myself, trying to figure this out. And I said, what the heck am I doing? And that's when I said, there's got to be something better. I'm tired of making other people money. What am I doing with my life? And I started my own business and kind of started a couple of other businesses because it wasn't working out. But what happened was I was in that sandwich generation where I had little kids and I had aging parents who were ill and trying to take care of them and take care of my kids. And so work kind of took a back seat. And it was wonderful because I was able to watch my kids grow and take care of my parents, all the while still doing work. But I was subcontracting myself. And when you subcontract, it's great because you can make your own hours, you can do your work, but you're still working for somebody.
Yeah.
And it's their agenda and their profit line. And I felt, to me, it wasn't really my passion, right? I was just doing, punching the clock, right? It really wasn't. When you don't own your own business, you're at somebody else's agenda, not your own. And I'm, I guess, a little too type A. I did go into a side trip to my passion in theater and owned a theater company for a while. And, but when I did that, I realized I as it was turning my passion into stress because it wasn't the same, when you own your own company, and acting, two different things, right?
You said something so insightful. A lot of us who have, when we have young kids, we kind of just take jobs that fit our family schedule, right? Because we know the importance of prioritizing our kids and our family, but we don't always get to do something we're passionate about when they're younger. We kind of just check the box of, okay, I'm doing something and I'm making money.
Right.
You said about theater was your passion, but that's satisfied.
Right. So I ended up kind of mixing my two worlds together. So with MasterIT Media, I developed this company, and look, this wasn't what I had aimed to do. It sort of came out of all of my years of experience in different things. So I'm pulling in, when I was teaching, when I was in a computer manager in an IT, department, I was teaching people how to use computers. I was training them. I was developing manuals, things like that. And that kind of fed my theater soul. So I'm pulling that into my business. So I'm educating people. I do live streams on my channel as well. And I find that, I'm educating and teaching people, which is part of the whole acting realm. So that's kind of great. But it's also pulling in my public relations skills and my IT skills all together because I'm teaching computer stuff. So it's all fun.
I met you, MasterIT Media didn't exist. You were the editor of the Hamlet Hubs, a couple of different Hamlet Hubs, which was a lot of work and amazing also. So
Yeah.
decide to bring in MasterIT Media to your portfolio of editor?
It was very interesting is, I joined Master Networks a little over 2 years ago. You were one of the first people I met in Master Networks, as a matter of fact. And as I started listening, right, you learn so much when you stop talking and listening. But when I was listening to people and I'm hearing, oh, I don't have a website, or oh, my social media is struggling, or oh, I don't know what a press release is or how to do it. And they were like missing opportunities on how to promote themselves for free, like for free. And I'm like, but guys, it doesn't cost you anything but time. Why aren't you doing this? And somebody stopped me and said, why are you working for a company selling advertising to make money when you could be teaching people how to do this amazing stuff that you just know how to do? And I'm like, oh, well, okay. So I started looking into the viability of doing something like MasterIT Media. And, I was really my strength was in computers, but I knew a lot of people looked at PR. So I was doing a little bit of both. Right now, my business is pretty much focused on the IT, and not as much of the PR, but it kind of all blends together. So that came from a Master Network meeting with Tina Campbell, who is our regional director. And she's like, Maggie, you have to sit back and see the value that you have and realize that you can help so many people. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to do it and see. We still do Hamlet Hub. I still have Hamlet Hub. My husband's the working editor right now. He does all the content. We have somebody who does the advertising for us, and then I just manage it. I love it.
Fabulous. So MasterIT Media. So you mentioned websites, you mentioned social media. What else do you do for MasterIT Media for your clients?
So it's a lot of consultation. It's sort of like a blend. I would say it's like a technical business consultant. So it sits down and working with them to strategize the best ways to promote themselves, whether it's internally with your own staff or externally with your customers and potential customers. So even though I focus on, okay, this, you need to get a Google My Business account, you need to have an Instagram, you have Facebook, where do you need to be? If you're a commercial realtor, for example, you need to have a strong presence on LinkedIn. And we talk about the difference between a personal profile and a business profile. So all of those things, websites, making sure it's secure, making sure it's got SEO, search engine optimization, making sure that they're connecting those things that people don't realize, like your Facebook Pixels account. If I'm talking Greek, call me. But your Google, your Google Analytics, it's not just about posting. It's about analyzing what people are, I mean, you know this better than anyone, Melanie. It's analyzing how people are engaging with you, what's more popular with your followers, when to post, how to post. I'm one of, my tagline is take the commotion out of your promotion. All of that stuff that I just listed is all stressful for people. And I get that. And I'm very compassionate towards people who are frustrated with how to promote themselves and the use of technology. Kathleen Troy called me the friendliest nerd she knows, and I embrace that.
The friendliest nerd, I love that. Yes, you know what? Social media, at least that's my expertise, is changing constantly. And to have somebody like you aligned with a business to help them keep up to date on the trends and what's going and what's working and what's not working is so important, because you're going to spend time on social media and not get the results you want, but you could, because you don't know. You don't know. And it's so worth the time, money, and investing in someone like Maggie to help businesses really take advantage of these platforms that are there for the taking. They're free. Yeah. So what has been the best part of transitioning to your business owner with MasterIT Media?
I have to say, I make my own schedule, right? I love the fact that when you have adult kids, mine are 19 through 25, okay? So when my older daughter has a day off from work and she says, do you want to do anything? I'm like, yes, I'm here, okay.
They ask, right?
So I can change things. Of course, I'm always committed to my clients. If there's a need, I'm there. But usually a day is not going to make a difference, and I can always work at night. What I do, I can do any time of day or night, as long as I have an internet connection on my computer I can't even read my keys anymore. It's getting pretty sad. I have to get something over them. But that's really I love what I do. Somebody said, well, what do you like? What do you do for fun? And I'm like, learn how to use new software.
I know, that's me too. I do for fun. So I totally get it. Yeah. So Maggie, you're so famous within our circle of master networks, which, by the way, gentlemen, that is a networking group for small business owners and entrepreneurs. So if you want to know more about it, reach out to Maggie or me about that. And I know just from being in community with you, how many people you've helped to upload their business, to create promotions that are easy, simple, and effective. Mm-hmm. And so people who want to know more about how you can help them in their business have those same results, how do they contact you?
So you can always visit my website, MasterItMedia.com. You can email me, Maggie@MasterItMedia.com. But I always drive people to my website, because not only does it have everything that I do, but it also shows you what I can do for you on your website. I've got a contact us, a blog, our services in social media. We do people's social media for them. So if they are so stressed out, they can find out all of that. And of course, we're on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter, Google My Business, Instagram, find it, figure it out. We're there. Search MasterIT Media and you'll see us there.
Oh my gosh. Well, I want to encourage everybody to run, don't walk, to find out how Maggie and MasterIT Media can help you. And I will put a link to her website in the comments. And I just want to thank you so much. I'm so honored that you would give me this time today, because I know how productive and busy you are and how many people you're helping. And so I just want to say thank you again for hopping on.
Oh, thank you, Melanie. I appreciate it. I think this is a fabulous thing to support women, especially those over 40, and I'm being generous here, well over 40, but it's great. And I think, your tidbits on social media, look, we're all lifetime learners here. I read your blog posts and your social media posts all the time, because you always have value. And I thank you for helping the community and all of us who follow you learn more every day.
Thank you, Maggie. I appreciate that. All right, friends, have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time.
Bye.